What's up traders, let's have a quick look at Audjpy from a weekly perspective. So from a weekly perspective, if we have to take a trend line from this area over here all the way down to this area around here, touching all the tops and tips of this resistance line over here, here and here, you'll be able to see that the market is in a downtrend. And what we need to be looking for on this pair is of course a push to the downside, because it's always best to trade with the trend. Now if we look at a weekly point of view and a weekly perspective price action, it's very simple to see that the market had actually broken this support area over here last week, so basically creating a lower low over here. And what we can expect now is the market has made this impulse to the downside, but we need to see some sort of correction before we can actually take this pair to the downside. So if the market has made a nice strong impulse to the downside like it did over here, we can expect some sort of correction to previous resistance, now turn to support, and further push to the downside. So it's just basically completing a nice impulse correction, impulse setting. Now if you have a look at previous price action on a weekly time frame, what is very important is if you take your Fibonacci from this high all the way down to this low over here, you guys will be able to see that the market has not yet retraced to the 618 of the Fibonacci. So let's mark the 618 of the Fibonacci over here. This is a very strong level in the market, and we love to see the market touch this level. So what we are waiting for right now on the weekly time frame, we are waiting for the market to basically come up and retest the 618, and then we have a further push to the downside. Now why do I choose the 618? Because the 618 lines up very nicely with structure. And also, what is structure in the market? You can see that we had a nice resistance here, we had a nice support here, and we also have a nice touch of support here. So now that the market has broken through the support area, we can expect some resistance in this area and further continuation to the downside. So let's go down on the daily time frame and have a look at the daily time frame. Now on the daily time frame, the area that I marked just now, it's very clear and simple to see that this is a strong area. As you can see around here, we had nice resistance, support over here. So what we're expecting is the market now to come up and retest this area of interest and further continuation to the downside. Now if you take your Fibonacci from that high that I just showed you now, take your Fibonacci from that high to the low, you'll be able to see that the market is in a much better shape. Just adjust this for you guys. Alright, so you can see that the market is in a much better shape over here because it lines up better with structure on the left hand side. So what we're expecting is the market to come into this area. Once it does come into this area, we'll be definitely be looking for a short on this pair, because it is currently in a downtrend from the monthly all the way down to the daily time frame. Now it's always best to be reactive and not predictive, so make sure that if you guys are looking for this pair, wait for the market to reach this area, and then if the market does give us and makes a good confirmation that it is going to make a push to the downside, we will definitely take this trade to the downside. Now but if the market will take and start creating higher highs and higher lows on the daily and 4-hour time frame, then we will not be interested in taking this pair to the downside, because this pair has a greater probability to make a more push to the upside. But on overall, we are going to be looking in this area for a good push to the downside, and with a good risk reward as well, because you have a very good structure to place your stop loss and take profit. You can see my take profits, I have put them over there for you guys. So if you would like to trade this pair, don't forget to hit the like button below, hit the follow button on my profile, and also leave me a comment if this analysis was educational for you and it helped you in some sort of way. We'll see you guys in the next analysis. Thank you much for your support.